This is Rhonda Benton, Family Engagement Coordinator for Toombs County School Systems, and we're here for our Community Spotlight. We're here at STC this morning with Brad Hart, Director of Enrollment Services here at STC, also a former Toombs County High School graduate, class of 1997. We're tickled to have him with us, and he's here to help us talk about for our families and parents to know what exactly STC does for our students. They're partners with our Toombs County School System to help our students once they leave high school, to help them with their future and the next step after high school. Brad, give us a little bit of information about exactly what goes on here at STC to help our students.
Sure. Well, good morning. Again, my name's Brad Hart. We have a great partnership with Toombs County School System, especially with the high school where the students start getting involved in dual enrollment. And over the years, it's been called many things, from Move On and Ready to dual enrollment, high school initiatives now, post-secondary options. But the most recent name for it now is dual enrollment, which is kind of what everybody knows it by now. This past year, we had around 1,500 students total enrollment for the college. Of those, about 577 were dual enrollment students. So a good portion of our enrollment now comes from dual enrollment, which is a great thing because it is a win-win situation now. It doesn't cost the students anything to participate. The tuition is paid for, the fees are paid for, your books are even paid for. So like I said, for the students, for the parents, for us, everybody's getting something out of this. A few numbers, if I can tell you where we're at with Toombs County. For annual year 21, our most recent fiscal year for enrollment, we had around 743 students enrolled total in our 8-county service area. Now, of those 743, we had about 90 students from Toombs County High School. So if you go back a previous year, for annual year 20, we had around 901 students enrolled in dual enrollment, and of those, 108 were from Toombs County. So past couple of years have been really good. Toombs is still a real strong supporter of dual enrollment for us. So we've always, like I said, we always had a good relationship with them. And again, it's a win for us, for the parents, and for the students right now. So I encourage you, if you haven't taken advantage of it, please look into doing that. The regulations are constantly changing, I will tell you that. Just this past year, the regs for this year, they've kind of eliminated some of the students from participating in order to sustain the program. So currently right now, 9th graders are not eligible, but 10th graders are eligible to take what we call some of the occupational courses. Now once they get into your junior and senior years, and those students will be eligible to take the degree level coursework, which is what we're seeing a lot of at Toombs County. Most of those students are enrolled in your English 1101 and your Math 1111, histories and economics and those type courses. And for those type courses on the campus of Toombs County High School, we have offered the English and Math and history, I believe, on campus. So kind of all depends on what kind of participation we get. We have to have a certain minimum requirement there to be able to send a teacher out on campus, but we've had good success with that at Toombs right now. And currently we are offering this semester a history class and an English class at Toombs County. So that's been a popular option. But like I said, there's other occupational courses or programs student can participate in, such as like welding, heating and air, electrical, some of our industrial programs. Nurse aid is probably our most popular overall dual enrollment program. It's a great opportunity for students to kind of get their feet wet to see if the nursing field may be something they want to go into. And I tell students, try it. You know, it's either going to confirm that it is a field that you want to go into, or you may see right off the bat that no, nursing is not what I want to go into. And if you do it while you're doing dual enrollment, then you haven't lost a lot, especially money-wise, to learn that you don't want to do that. It just gives you an opportunity to maybe pursue another career avenue at that time. So that is kind of dual enrollment in a nutshell. It's again, it's a very popular program right now. We're not sure what changes may happen, down the road in order to keep that sustainability of the program. But right now, it is a great program for you to get involved in.
And we had family orientation, 8th to 9th grade orientation last week, and had great participation from our 8th grade students and families coming to learn more about the dual enrollment. So thank you for that. Well, what else does STC have? I did not realize how many we have in the area. That is fantastic.
We do. We have a lot more opportunities. And one thing I will mention, just to kind of give you parents an idea of what kind of cost savings, jumping back, Rhonda, to the dual enrollment. I'll give you a few numbers and some students, some former Toombs County graduates. So we've had one that graduated with dual enrollment, and they accumulated 39 credit hours, and her with no out-of-pocket expenses. Had another student, that was actually Cheyenne Davis, and another student, Dylan Oglesby, completed 38 college credit hours with us through the dual enrollment program. And he was looking to go to UGA after he graduated high school. Now, had he went to UGA directly after high school without doing dual enrollment through us, it would have cost him in the neighborhood of around $23,000. So that's $23,000 that he saved that's in his pocket that he didn't have to pay for. And the last one I had written down was a Miss Samantha Ruiz Santana. I believe she graduated the salutatorian or valedictorian in 2019. She did dual enrollment with us, completed all of the core class requirements for the ASM program while in high school, and graduated in May, and then proceeded to be selected as a candidate for the ASM program that next fall, which is the same fall. Very hard to do, but
yes.
she was able to get in, completed the program, and graduated. So another success story from dual enrollment. So I could go on and on, but those are just a few kind of the numbers and cost savings that you as a student can see, and a parent as far as your pocketbook can be helped out there. So, but outside of dual enrollment, some more things we offer. I can tell you with financial aid, once you graduate high school, outside of dual enrollment, there's what we call the Hope Grant, which would encompass our certificate and diploma level programs. You have to be a Georgia resident to receive that, and there's no GPA requirement to receive that from high school. On top, stepping up from that, you have your Hope Scholarship, which would encompass all of our degree level programs. Now there you do have to be a Hope Scholar from high school for that, and we have to have a 3.0 GPA for that. Now there's also the Zell Miller Scholarship and Zell Miller Grant. Those do require a little higher GPA. I think it's a 3.7 that you have to have, and you have to maintain that throughout the duration of your studies to keep receiving those funds as well. But it'll pay 100% of your tuition. So that's something your higher achievement students can seek to get there. We also have what we call the Pell Grant. Now, Pell Grant is awarded based off income. So whether it's your income or if your parents or guardians claimed you on their tax returns, in essence, kind of the more you make, the less Pell funds you will receive. The less you make, the more you will receive. So our degree level and diploma level programs are Pell eligible, and we do have some certificates that are Pell eligible as well. So there's always some funds out there for these students that are looking to go, and for Pell students, about 40% of our students receive Pell. So if it was not for Hope and Pell, we would not have near the enrollment that we have now. So that is definitely a must, and again, it's funds for the Hope you don't have to pay back at all. So that is there for you. You just have to make the GPA and keep your grades up to keep receiving that. Some job statistics for you for the students who do come to us and graduate. Our job placement rate in fiscal year 19 was 99.33%. So in other terms, for every 100 students that come through the door, 99 of them plus are getting jobs as soon as they graduate. We've broken that down a little further, and for fiscal year 19, our in-field job placement rate, meaning that students that are coming through here, maybe they're going into criminal justice or business, or it could be an industrial program. That means they're getting employed in that field they graduated from. That rate was 91.18%. So again,
good.
Phenomenal statistics. And Mr. Lance Helms works really hard as our Director of Career Services to make sure those students do get jobs after they graduate, and even maybe trying to get jobs while they're coming to school here to help meet the needs. So we're very, very, very proud of those numbers. What we've talked about so far is kind of our credit enrollment. Now, if I wanted to go outside of that, we also have our economic development sector across town at Vidalia, over there around where Doc Foods is at. For that area.
Between the ponds.
There you go, exactly. That's how a lot of people refer to it. That kind of encompasses our continuing education and our professional certification and licensing over there. So a few things that you might get over there, something like forklift training, defensive driving. They even have sometimes from time to time cake decorating, computer classes. If there's a need in our community and enough people call and request something, they'll find somebody and put on a class for you. So I know my grandmother years ago took a compuer class up there, so she really enjoyed that, learned a few things about the computers. Also, there's some pesticide applicator certification, some real estate, and OSHA certifications they can get up there through that. And that's all through our Economic Development Center there as well. And within that Economic Development Center, we do have facility rentals that are there. If you're a parent or a businessman or a businesswoman looking to rent facilities, there's a meeting room that can seat approximately 100 people. We have some breakout classrooms with computers. We have a full kitchen in the back for catering. So if you need a facility rental, I'll put a plug in for our Economic Development Center. between the ponds across town over there.
That's good to know. Good to know.
Absolutely. And the last, the three-prong attack to what we call our economic development, credit enrollment, and the last would be adult education. And that is kind of for these students maybe when life happens and they don't make it to the traditional graduation from high school. They do have to drop out or whatever. Adult education is there so these students can still receive a credential. They can come in and do that, or maybe it's a parent who's later on in life that wants to come back and get that credential so they can come to college. That is available through our Economic Development Center, through our Adult Education Center. And those classes, as we all know, COVID has thrown us for a loop in some areas, so we're converting some of those to virtual, but they still have some on-campus learning opportunities as well, and we're hoping we can get back to more of that. But there is some virtual learning opportunities there available as well for anyone wanting to do adult education and receive their GED or their our high school equivalent. Yes.
Great. That is so good. Well, Brad, thank you. Thank you for this very informative to know what goes on with STC and Toombs County Schools. We've had a great past, we're having a great present, and good things are going to come in the future. Parents and families hope this has been a great informative about our community and how STC is definitely a great partner with our Toombs County Schools to help our students have a better and brighter future. God bless and hope to see you soon. Thank you.